Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am an average rich housewife. An average rich housewife is a housewife, obviously, but we're average rich. We're not quite as wealthy as J-Lo and Jay-Z, but not quite living in the boroughs. I'm gonna let you into my world. The friends, the chaos,
Can I have a really dirty Grey Goose martini?
the restaurants, the fashion, all of it. You are going to see the inside world of an actual Manhattan housewife. Okay, so. Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am an average rich housewife. An average rich housewife is a housewife, obviously, but we're average rich. We're not quite as wealthy as J-Lo and Jay-Z.
This is what it's like to be like an Uber driver.
But not quite living in the boroughs. For the children. Guys, Domino's! I live in Manhattan and can afford to send my kids to private school. I can afford to fly commercial, but I don't yet own my own jet. We have to charter. Compared to the rest of the world, I'm in that 0.111%, so we are extremely rich, but in Manhattan, we're just average. I am a mother of two. I have two boys that are really good looking, thank God, because they're rambunctious, and they couldn't be rambunctious and bad looking. Excuse my ass hanging out.
Your ass?
Really be hard to tolerate. But they're good looking boys. They're 11 weeks apart, one via in vitro and one through adoption. They are amazing.
Where did you get that Sprite?
And I call them the Twixens because they're like twins. They are a huge part of my life. I raised them myself, which is really bizarre for Manhattan. I do not have a nanny. I have taken it upon myself as a housewife to raise my kids.
Still a mom.
My sugar daddy should be so thankful. I live in Manhattan because my sugar daddy is the CEO of a company and his company is here. I also grew up in New York City. I grew up in Brooklyn. So New York has always been my home. I've considered moving and I have bought homes in other parts, but New York City is really where I want to send my kids to school and build roots, and I'm a part of society here, and it's really where I'm comfortable. We also live part-time in Miami Beach, but that's just second. Actually, that's house number 3, not. House number 2 is in the Catskills, so this is house number 1. But it's not my only residence. So my second home is in the Catskills, which I hate to go to. It's boring and there are no people there. So I literally only go because one of my boys likes nature, so we literally bought him a house so he could be in nature. The other house is Miami Beach, which I love because we were considering moving to Miami, COVID. But then after being there for a while, I don't think it has enough to sustain my attention long term, so it's really just where I go on Fridays and come home on Sundays. I come from super humble beginnings. I grew up in Bensonhurst and went to public school. My mom was a single mom of 3 kids, and I remember going to Manhattan and seeing people go to the shows and living this life that I'm living now as a little girl, being like, oh my God, that's spectacular. And sometimes I actually sit in the back of an Uber and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm living this life. But my beginnings were super, super humble, like food stamps. And my line is food stamps to Fendi because my come up was strong. I did not come up when I married my sugar daddy. I came up way before him, owned my own homes, did a bunch of stuff, worked, had a great job, had beautiful apartments, traveled the world. When I met him, I was already established. I mean, not quite private jet established like I am now, but I was definitely had my shit together. The Average Rich Housewife show, theme, concept is for me to show the world how a real New York City housewife lives. We have this show, Real Housewives of New York, this Bravo show, or all the housewife shows, but I feel like they're divorced and employed. They do not live a housewife life in any way. I'm not like downing on them because we're all sisters, but at the same time, if you're a housewife, don't you need a husband and like no job? I'm gonna let you into my world. Basically, the chaos, my kids, the friends, the restaurants, the fashion, all of it.
I would literally be like, oh my God, it's not even Dior. Go to my dealer. I have the best bag.
If you look at
We're going with Aldo shoes because I'm not about that expensive shoe line.
Hi.
You are going to come and see every part of it. So you can decide, is that really how an average rich housewife lives? No, I don't like that. You are going to see the inside world of an actual Manhattan housewife, like real life. One without a job.
Hoping you're not hungover because I will get in trouble.
Beautiful. How's my decor in Monticello?
Do you want to see it? Do you want to see her?
Do it. Thanks, boo. I hope you plow your wife better than